Hello. So glad you're here so that I can welcome you and all together welcome spring. Spring starts today. That's if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. No matter where you are, today is change. Change. Change brings newness, opportunities, heightened awareness, and hopefully coming into a new level of every one of our senses because we are becoming more and more aware of the magic and the miracles all around us all the time. And that's why we call this the new world of magic and miracles. So, welcome. What a week. Since last Sunday, Genya's story she shared on Tuesday of her miracle is still reverberating in the notes that are coming into the Advancement Center. Wednesday, Simeon lifted us all out of our chairs to meet with him in the outer reaches of the universe, and we did that magically and in real time. It was a definite high for me. I mean, powerful, powerful. David walked us all home on Friday when he opened our hearts to our true identity. And the sounds of Simeon just yesterday are thrilling as he took us by the hand and introduced new pictures, new realities, and new associations in all their glory. All I can say is, wow, what a week. And then to sit here where they all sat is my honor. So now, what I have written in my journal is, is very precious. And that's why I share it with you, because you are precious as friends, as family, and as never apart from us. So here we go. Now, last week I read something in its entirety, and I don't know whether or not I mentioned that it was addressed to Simeon. And then I realized I never read his response. So I'm going to take the time right now to read what Simeon wrote to me in response to what I had written to him. And he said, "Dearest Barbara, Born Free is more than a movie title. Born free to discover who you are, who you really are, what everyone calls and what is, I can't read my own writing. Okay. In other words, what is your origin? Wow. Okay. You are love with many gifts to be discovered and explored. And this requires open space, uncovered, and open time for your spirit, sometimes called imagination, to guide you to new discoveries. It's always new. You wrote this last week, and I'm reading it now, and it's still thrilling me. There is much competition in the physical world, vying for your attention, oftentimes followed by dollars, yours. Even more valuable is your time, not appreciated as an irreplaceable gemstone in your perfect setting of life living. When you are flying in and out of the outer reaches of the universe, you are free, free from any and all restriction. This is the daily exercise most essential to your health on every level. By getting out from under the physical world and all those concerns, such as pain and all matter of worries. Take the chair to the right of your Creator, and you've got this from your elevated platform of living. Love, Simeon. Now, how could I leave that in the journal and not read it to you? Because when I saw it again, I said, oh, I have to share this. And of course, sharing is my most favorite word in my vocabulary. And just last night at about 6 o'clock, I wrote, Dear Simeon, this has been an amazing day. The broadcast at 9 o'clock in the morning was so powerful, and then editing Dragon's transcript was a deepening experience. A dear Facebook friend, we share the same birthday, and that's how we met, posted an important message pleading with people to wake up and stop being mesmerized by the media. In the comment section, I wrote, Bravo. This should go viral as a necessary alarm clock for all the sleepwalkers. This morning, I tuned into Simeon's message for humanity, where he speaks of the world you are referring to, the new world of magic and miracles. Here is the YouTube link. I've never done that before. And I see how important it is, not only to my friend, but maybe to the 100 people who read his message and like to read the comments. That's what I mean by sharing the miracle. That's what I mean by sharing your smile in words. Never before have I been so clear in seeing this new world is all about. It's your community, and Simeon and I are living the magic and the miracles, the stories of incidents that lead to magical happenings and our legend. Forgive my reading. Between my eyes and my handwriting. Okay. So just remember that we are living the magical happenings that have become legend and are not taken lightly, but rather significant signs of significant progress toward the understanding, the true understanding of magic and miracles. And I wrote, tomorrow is broadcast day, and your words are always so welcomed. And Simeon wrote, I love your ideas, and I'm here to add to your cheering section. Shakespeare was so accurate when he said, all the world's a stage. See the stage, the players, and the props, and know the show is just that. The result of imagination and being a success monetarily, and to take the attention of the public. Make believe through the medium of television, which does just that. They tell us a vision they want us to believe. The magic and miracles of the Advancement Center is what was created because the gift of life itself that was the front door, and the wind is blowing, which is why we're not outside, but I left the door wide open because maybe you'll hear the wind. And the trees are so excited. And forgive my stumbling. And here comes the door closer. Okay. Thank you. Now let me see if I can catch where I was. Because this was really so beautiful. The Advancement Center is what was created because the gift of life is known and must be freely given away. That is what you both do with David and Genya, sharing the gift of life and life's gifts of magic and miracles. Love, Simeon. I feel each and every one of you with me. I feel I could just sit here and look at you, and you will just read what's happening, because there is so much joy. Yeah. If anyone had told me 10 years ago that I would feel so comfortable with all my friends online somewhere in the world, I would say, that's a dream. Well, I can say right now, that dream is coming true. And that dream is extended to each and every one of you. If you feel like you have experienced magic and miracles, then you have to talk about it. And you have to tell us, tell the world. That's the only way they're going to know. So just get in touch with me. You all have our email and say, I would like to join your Magic and Miracles team. And no matter where you are in the world, what time zone, it doesn't matter. You can be having a conversation with me remotely. We can question each other. We can be interested in what each other is doing. And that alone is a miracle. My grandmother, if she heard about this happening, she would say, impossible. And we're making the impossible possible. Yeah. Simeon brought my attention to Shakespeare. And here is that quote in its entirety and in nice printed typed words that I can see. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man or woman in his or her time plays many parts, their acts being 7 ages. So that, of course, tunes into my entire life because I have been on the stage. I have been backstage, on stage, a director, a conductor. I've had a leading role, many supporting roles. I've been a script holder, a bit part, a walk-on, a stage tech. I worked the box office, publicity, and everything else. And that's why they say you have grease paint in your veins. But then I met Simeon. And what do you think the first thing was? I was elevated as we elevate each other to that elevated platform of living where we see the stage, we see the script, we see when they take off their makeup and their costumes and they walk home. And in New York, they take the subway. But we see that all. And that is the physical world. Welcome to the new world of magic and miracles. The part of your life that is in your hands is all that you need to give you a feeling of immense satisfaction and joy in every moment. All other parts are not your life and are held in front of you like a carrot to attract you away from the essence of who you are and the magic that you hold. Amplify all that is good for you, and attract more as you look into the future and see the perfection that has been prepared for you. All proportion will change, and you will find that new world waiting for you each time you look up and reveal the brilliance of everything that you bring as part of your unique character, your essence. Isn't that what this is all about? I saw this in Facebook and I shared it. Because what is the true experience? It says, children naturally live in the moment. That's life itself. And they allow that moment to be what it is. Magic and beautiful in every way. The day you do your own thing and seek no approval, you're free. Yes, you are. What is your own thing? Following your spirit, being the child of the universe, sitting at the right hand of your creator, and being a kind human, and realizing that the only factor that separates us is the level of kindness. Kindness we have received in our formative years, which includes every teacher, formal or informal, that shapes the experience, and wonderful, informative, all the way to boring and sometimes even hurtful, which remains as a sad experience, becoming a scarred memory. They don't belong. We're not there. Kindness takes care of everything. And there was a wonderful story on Facebook. And a lot of people just think it's a waste of time. But there's a big audience there. And I never lose an opportunity to share something special. And there was a man, quite elderly, and he approached an escalator and was not happy. In fact, he was even trembling a little bit. And this big, strong teenager who was with his gang left his group and went and stood next to this gentleman and said, "May I ride down with you?" That brings tears to my eyes. And the man was so grateful. Now, someone in his group turned around and caught them in a picture, in a photo, which he posted on Facebook. And they got 100,000 loves and likes. So people are hungry. They want to feel loved and taken care of. And this young man was brought up by his mother, who always told him, be kind and do the right thing. So parents, what you do 24 hours a day lasts the lifetime of your child. And I love what Picasso said. Meaning of life is to find your gift. Purpose of life is to give it away. I'm looking at the time, and I just don't want you to leave. I have so many things I want to share with you. Oh, let's just see. I'm going to have to pick and choose. Well, I always forget. So now I'm going to interrupt my own flow here because it says show art with story. Okay, I'm going to do that right now. Thursday, as you know, was art class. And this gave me, I wasn't too pleased with this, but I did it anyway. Whoops, yeah. And those supposed to be shadows, and it was a stretch because I love the free-flowing oceans and skies, but this was good. And the next morning when Simeon looked at it, he said, I like it. Changed my whole attitude. But then I want to show you something else. And this is where it all began. And those of you who have visited the Advancement Center here has seen this, because this is a little canvas that Simeon and I did together. And I never realized how precious this was. And that's a take on what we see out in the front of our house. Which leads me to the joy of art, because without words, you can have a conversation. And the conversation can be the choice of a color. Now, I've done this with children in the 4th grade. I've done this with people in the geriatric ward. I've done this with friends. I've done this with family, and I share it with you because it is so much fun. Take a big piece of paper, and each person chooses a color. And the one who goes first does whatever he does. It could be swirls, it could be angles, it could be just a bit everything. The next person, using a contrasting color, adds to this picture and cannot cross a line. Gets kind of interesting when you have 3 colors, 3 people, but I suggest it because it's a conversation on another level. It's a conversation without words. It's a conversation of love and joy and fun. Oh my goodness, I had so many things I wanted to share with you. And one of them, I'm going to just say to you in my own words that I discovered a promise and a delivery made by Simeon Christmas Day 2015, where he spoke of the new world of magic and miracles. And it is thrilling. And if I could just find one sentence, I will. And we just keep thinking, oh, the new world is, last week or maybe next month. And here it is, 2015. The changes that are about to happen will be enormous. Many of the things that have never been revealed before will become common knowledge. Each one of you know much about the universe and everything in it. And you also know an enormous amount about all the unseen features of your world. But now the unseen will become seen, and you will know of all our presence. And you will know that much of the unseen is a technological phenomenon that has been imposed to make sure we are not visible for defensive reasons. If you would like a copy of this entire broadcast, email me and I will send it to you. It is thrilling. And at this point, I want to call Simeon and say thank you. Are you there?
Hello.
I was so excited to find that you had been telling about the world of magic and miracles since way before 2015, but here it is. And everyone thinks it's brand new. So thank
Yes,
you.
that's fabulous. It's brand new every day, though.
True. True.
Brand new.
And if we could see ourselves brand new every day, there's no old stuff hanging around.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to call you.
Love your
Because,
broadcast.
say again, I can't hear you.
I love your broadcast. It's fabulous.
Thank you. I love you. I love everyone attached to this incredible broadcast. And this is what makes hearts sing. So
So you
with
can
that,
close off. Okay.
we wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a truly magic future. Thank you.